Hello guys.
Hello.
Everyone's out watching.
No,
Your
nobody's
hairline is
watching.
fat, you look like E.T.
I'm sorry, what?
ISIS.
ISIS? What? You're confusing me.
Yeah. What? Crack? How do you crack the ice, man? Nine people out of 24.
That's right. Lol.
I'll send the link in the stream, please, because yeah, everyone's gonna explode questions.
Oh, bloody hell. I didn't have my phone on me, but I've got to get my phone on me to put the stream in the chat.
Next chat technology. Be right back.
Lol. Well, ignore the fact that you failed to type hello. Oh, for fuck's sake. PlayStation Network is not undergoing maintenance, you stupid fool. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, who? Who's in the stream?
Ash Best has just joined the stream.
Ash Best.
Falcon was in there as
okay.
well, but then tried to type in hello nonsense and then buggered off. Oh, he's back with a H. Fuck's sake, can you not type, bro? Oh no, he's putting each individual there. Don't. Have fun
Ash
getting
Best.
timed out.
Okay. Thanks.
Falcon's getting timed out.
Why
Ash
not
Best, don't
surprise?
succumb to him.
Oh shit. Oh shit. What's Ash Best doing? I may or may not be eating cereal.
You fucking weirdo.
On my
Put
knee.
user in timeout. There we go. He's now banned from the stream for 5 minutes.
Or more.
It says 300 seconds.
Which is 5 minutes.
Exactly.
Cancer.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Hello.
Ash, it's even worse. He's Greek. It's 7 PM, not 5 PM in Greece.
Well, what?
Ash Best is there saying 5 PM. Eats cereal. Serial killer.
Oh,
It's 7 PM in Greece.
You mong. Kill yourself.
That was a bit rude. Oh, we've got Robin's joined us.
Robin. Kill yourself.
Mike, you're so rude to our F2 drivers, man. That's league owner.
Sorry. I hope you'll die. Sorry.
Ash Best 10 PM time for lunch.
Come on. What's wrong with that?
Everything. Right, it's 5, so I don't know how many more other people are going to get in.
Oh, what is it?
Yeah, it's
Oh, it's
1 minute
down.
past.
Oh shit, yeah, fuck. Woke up. Fuck. HRT. Hello.
HRT.
Oh, Toyota, no, that's not in the sport either. What? Mercedes. What car are able The Renner available, yes it is. Who else is in there? Robin. What? Mitchell.
Robin, Mitchell, and Elo don't have cars.
Force India. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh shit. Force India. Hope that's available. Yes it is, just about.
Yeah, Ash is already in there, so there's another Force India seat.
Dickhead is in there already.
He can hear
Sorry,
you, you know.
Best.
He's the only person watching the stream.
What? Oh shit. Oh shit.
Alice Killer's in as well.
Yeah. I see you. I love him well, man.
Velo's going to choose the runner, and then we can go.
I
9
swear mine
drivers,
just
brilliant.
11.
Well, no, because we're not driving, are we?
It says 11
No, it
drivers.
it doesn't count us, okay. I'm still not used to it not counting us as fucking drivers.
Where's Miles? Oh my fucking god, Miles is in the menu. Kill yourself. Get in the lobby, you mong. Oh, come on. Upload. I have to wank directly after the race, so hurry up.
Fucking weirdo.
Like you as well. Don't hide from the truth.
No,
You'll have
I
to
don't
wank.
need to. I don't need to.
You need to. Oh my fucking god. What? Oh my god. Explosions.
My mom supporting Lithuania for Euro basket like an overcommitted football fan. What?
Oh no. Shit. Oh.
We're
Here we
going.
go.
Weird, there's a bit of a delay.
Shit. Oh. No. My shield. Oh.
The only thing I don't like is you don't get like the timing screens and things like you do if you're a driver and you stay in the session. For qualifying, that's a pain in the arse. So you have no idea whether people are doing well unless you check the race director. I also think the spectators need to have like notifications come up when drivers pit. Please stop making those sexual noises, it's very concerning. Good luck, Ash.
Bye. Kill yourself.
There you go, there's your words of there's your words of support from the league owner.
Yeah. Hope you die in the race. Lose all 4 wheels. 4 wheels on the fucking.
Are you sure?
I think, yeah. Other 3.
There might be 6.
I think there might be. Away we go for qualifying.
12 minutes.
Spain. Hell no, where's the other 6 gone?
Up the arse, mate. That's where they've gone.
Up what?
You heard.
Huh? No, we won't.
Waiting to see who's the first guy out on track's going to be. Waiting for a...
Who?
There's a mechanic coming out there.
Oh!
It's
Fighting
Ash.
you!
It's Ash Best.
Oh.
Eagerest Beaver. First out on track.
Can kill himself.
That was very rude. What did he do to deserve that?
Nothing.
Oh, we've got a thief of Zarland's number. The same racing number as Arlen.
Kill yourself.
Please stop telling people to kill themselves, Mike. That's so rude of you.
Sorry, babe.
Oh God. Alice Killer also out on track. B. Morgan. Robin. And Ernest Beers just coming out as well. I assume that's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure. It's a weird one. Nice Belgium. And Mitchell as well. Calic Wrist in the Toro Rosso. Pretty much everybody out on track now. Both McLaren Hondas coming out together. Of Tom Killer and Maledictus. Going to Ashbest, who's going to be the first person to post a lap. Did he already invalid his lap or something? Let's have a check. No, he didn't. 24-4 set to 1, so this is just looking like it's going to be a banker then. Unless he's going to run again for another outlap. Alice Killer 22-1, sector 1. Cat Wrist 22-4. Mitchell 22-5. Gronis 22-6. A lot of similar lap times going on here. 22-7, B. Morgan. As B. Morgan's now out, he's already crashed. Not a good sign, might have lost the back end going out of one of the corners in the middle sector. As Ashbest is a 25-8, as Alice Killer's going to come across the line and beat that. And Ashbest's lap not a competitive lap time. Neither was Alice Killer's lap. Calic Wrist 21-4, there we go. Starting to get some lap times coming in.
Hello.
Hello, Michael. Nice of you to finally join us.
Yeah.
Gronis Beer goes fastest, 20.4.
Well, that's how we all looking at.
119.4 from Tom Killer. There we go. There's a benchmark time set down.
Damn.
Decent lap time there from Tom Killer. The real LO is about to start a flying lap as well.
Ultra softs.
Nice ultra softs.
I think LO is about to kill himself in the main straight. Being very slow indeed. How they could have.
Oh, actually from very wide out of the final chicane. That's going to lose him some time.
Shit. Where's Maledictus? P2.
Ashbest, oh, just under a tenth, just a tenth off the pace at the moment. So that's 19.5 from Ashbest. Puts him second.
Nice.
Probably looking in
Oh, for fuck.
low 119s, high 118s maybe for a pole lap here.
80s.
80s? No, I said 18s, you deaf knob.
80s, yeah.
You deaf knob.
Wow. There's 6.5 minutes left in the session. In other words, there's 69 people on Earth. What am I about?
Mitchell's gone 5th, 1.7 seconds off the pace. But on medium tyres, a 121.2 from Mitchell. Which for medium tyres doesn't seem awful, but it could be better.
I think everyone's completed the first run.
Apart from LO, I think.
Oh, he's done a lap.
Well,
It's 2 seconds of the pace.
Low 121. Or mid 121, sorry.
Which we know Hello can go very quick. Arguably one of the quickest guys on this tier.
Well, you're the one that knows the time trial laps from 2016.
Well, no, we didn't do it for the guys that participated in season 2.
Whatever, bro.
Thanks for the input.
Thanks for being a knobberto.
Wow!
Wait, it says that Alice Killer's in 9th, but is only 19 thousandths off the leader, so he must have had his lap invalidated.
He must have.
Did indeed. 119.496 and an invalidated lap.
Oh dear.
That would have squeezed him into 2nd position. Got a couple of drivers going out. Nice lag because Michael's the host. Lol. Grenna's Beer's coming back out for his 2nd run.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Bye. One.
Excuse me. Mike's just like a little kid with Tourette's right now. Why don't you hear him just saying random swear words?
I swear word.
Or just saying random profanity. Wank. You don't need to know about what you're getting into after the race.
What is that?
What's your profanity?
Oh, Alice Killer's 19,000 off the leader is 9.
That's exactly what I said.
Wish ERL was that close.
He did invalidate his lap though.
I know, you mong.
Exactly, I did say that.
You did?
I mentioned it
for
a
the
few years ago.
80-year-old on the stream.
The 80-year-olds,
Yeah.
actually. What 80-year-olds do we have on the street?
Yeah, there are a lot of them. You never know.
I don't think I have any viewers that are older than me. Apart from maybe someone like Danny. Or maybe a couple of AOR guys.
25.
Yeah, of course you are. Totally 25.
Turning 26 in 4 days.
That's a good banter, that.
Well, I act like that.
No. You sound like a 2-year-old. You sound like a 2-year-old who's got their head stuck in a balloon.
Oh my god, Alice Killer. Oh god.
Oh, nice voice crack. That proves you're not 25. Groner's Beer makes a 3/10 improvement in Sector 1. 22.3. I don't... will it be enough to put it ahead of Maledictus? I'm not sure. He needs to find another 10th and a half to improve and beat Maledictus and go to 3rd.
Right then. Alice Killer's put a his representative lap in the board. Not really.
Oh, one that wasn't invalidated. Found another 3/10 in middle sector, so Groner's Beer is going to improve massively here. Could maybe go to the top of the pile with a good final sector. He's already found 6/10 on this lap. A little bit of understeer in the second half of the final chicane though. And he goes 3rd, 2/10 off. Does improve his position. 119.761.
Decent.
Tom Killer, the current leader, is about to go out and set another lap. Just to start one. Maledictus looks like the aggression he's showing through that corner. Alec Wrist lets him through quite nicely there as well. We'll see if he's improving.
Alice Killer 19.4 goes top of the list.
Maledictus looks like he's on a pretty quick lap as well. 2.5 tenths, almost 3/10 up on his PB. I think he is 3/10 up on his PB. So he could break into the mid-19s. Oh. Nice lag.
Yeah.
19.4 from Alice Killer. I've just had that pop up.
Cross the line, Maledictus into P5. Doesn't improve.
He was on to improve. He was on to improve. He bottled his final sector. Lost 4 tenths in the final sector.
P6, how is it P5 now?
No, he wasn't 6th, he was 5th.
I swear he was 6th.
No. He was 3rd before Alice Killer and...
No, coming in from our chicane, he was 6th.
He wasn't on my screen.
On my screen. Now he's done. Now he's done.
Nice lag. Warlock's just gone 3rd, 1 tenth off, the defending F2 champion, of course.
Tom Killer with a
119.573.
Goes quickest by 3 tenths.
And he's retired. He's happy with his lap he's done. He's also taken up the 100-metre board in the process.
Alice Killer comes across the line.
He's Ash best on an improvement.
He's just going to improve.
21.9 sector 1. Very quick in sector 1. I think that's purple. Fastest of anybody. Let's have a look.
Yep,
I think it might be. It is fastest of anybody in sector 1. Ash best with a 29.9 middle sector. Loses a tenth. So he's got to find. He's somehow got to find 4 tenths in this final sector if he stands a chance of taking the top step of the podium. Oh, and he's taken too much grass on the edge on the braking zone into the chicane and spun it. Oh, dearie me.
Yeah, Tom Killer's first sector.
Probably the only person that could have snatched himself to the top of the leaderboards, unless LO can be on for an improvement. Has improved quite drastically. Already 1.8 seconds up. Don't know whether it's going to be enough to put him top, but it could put him somewhere close.
Nice line. So LO across the line.
Real LO goes second fastest. So very close. Good final sector from him then. And that was the final runner to complete a lap. So there we go, the top 10. Tom Killer 150 on pole in the McLaren. The real LO just half a tenth off in second. Alice Killer third with a 119.2. And then a further 3 tenths to Warlock Mina in fourth. Ash Best in fifth. Groner's Beer in sixth. Maledictus seventh. Calic Wrist in eighth. Mitchell in ninth on the medium tyres. And then B Morgan crashed out and Robin was disqualified for some reason.
Am I lagging?
Yes. Not much.
Very encouraging. Are we training again for another trial? I think it's in the media conditions though.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's full wet like it was at the start of the F3 trial yesterday.
Yep. So dynamic, new dynamic for this game. Looks very unpredictable. As we haven't had rain in Spain for a lot of years, I think.
The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plane, Michael. You need to remember that.
What?
Hopefully some people in the stream will understand that.
Sorry, I'm not English.
Yeah, I know.
I understand that.
It's like a little kid's rhyme that a lot of that happened in England and in America as well, you get it. It's one thing I hate is the fact that you don't get fucking broadcast cam immediately as soon as the formation lap starts. You're still locked in the pit lane.
Oh, but that's a fantastic broadcast camera from turn 5, although...
There we go, I've got the front guys, so it's alright. It is intermediate conditions. No idea whether it's going to get dry or wet, so I'm hoping that one of the drivers can enlighten me with this.
So let's see... Everyone enters... Morning and more with the McLaren Honda of Tom Killer. Took pole by 48 thousandths over real LO, who is Lions from last season.
Yeah, it is E-Lions.
And another Killer, that's Alice Killer in third place.
I don't know whether it's Alice Killer or Ale Skiller. I'm not sure. Could be one of the two.
Season 2 champion, Warlock Mania in the Ferrari. Ready to defend his crown, starting with a trial. Because he has a lot of other guys that can snatch it from him. Tom Killer is a reserve. And you can see turnouts are very low at this little trial.
This is only a trial, so...
Yeah, all the reserves, I think, will participate in every race anyway. As we have got interest for an F1 commentator worth mentioning.
Okay. Is that for when FaZe can't make it?
Yep.
Cool, cool.
So end of the formation lap now. You can see all 11 cars making their way to the grid for this trial race.
I'll wait for the Sauber at the back.
20 days before the pre-season testing kicks off in the same track. Catalonia. So getting ready now.
It's a broadcast cam.
All the engines revving up to 5 red lights and they're away.
Oh, there's a Sauber off to the left immediately. There's a Sauber pulling off to the side immediately. I don't know who that is, whether that's Calic Wrist or I don't know. B. Morgan disqualified immediately.
Morgan has been disqualified as the Renault, or I believe that is the real Elo up the inside into P1. I think that's Warlock or Alice Killer actually into P2, and Tom Killer on P1 to P3 goes in 3 corners. And look at that! Look at that oversteer, there's a crash!
Oh, there's a Taurus 01. Ash Best is at the back!
Red Bull.
Oh dearie me. Ash Best, what's happened there? Who's he crashed with?
Simulation damage really doesn't...
He's had contact with the Red Bull of Gronisbeer who started alongside him.
I believe it is. I did see a Force India and Red Bull coming together.
Yeah, Gronisbeer does not have his front wing either, so something has happened there.
Yeah, so E-Lines leads them away. From a great start from P2 to P1. And you can see further back some battles. Ashbest raids out of the question section. We saw at least 2 cars sliding into turn 3 there, struggling for traction.
I just saw the Toro Calic Wrist going very wide. That's all I could see from the angle I had.
Yeah, so perhaps a dry setup, a lot of understeer and oversteer. We'll see. Calic Wrist now very close to the other person, the old Mitchell.
Oh, a lot of oversteer for drivers coming out of the final corner, all of them sliding.
39.0 first lap of this race, but E-Lines is nowhere near pulling away from Alice, and Gronisbeer now retired, so involved in an accident in turn 3 now is retired. I don't know if that's from rage or he lost the wheel coming into the pits from a lot of understeer.
Maybe he could have locked up into the pit lane. Oh, I don't want to exit multiplayer, I do not want to do that. Oh, I thought there was going to be a move from Mitchell on Calic Wrist there. They were side by side coming into turn 4. But Calic's held on to P5.
Sticking with this top 3 battle, looks very close.
I'm going to stick with this for 5th at the moment because it is very close between these two, Calic Wrist and Mitchell.
Oh, the Ferrari, I think that's a Warlock. I'm struggling for traction of turn 9, I believe that is. And a lot of people getting caught out by the slippery conditions here in Spain.
Be interested to see what kind of wing some of these drivers are running, because of course in the wet, I don't know whether it's transitioning to dry, so if it is transitioning to the dry, some people might just risk putting a dry setup on.
Saying that though, in Spain, even with the dry weather, you usually run quite a lot of high wings, so...
Not as high as you did on the on 2016 though. I tend to run 7 or 8.
It may change, but we'll see. You've got the upper hand in these conditions. It does look like it's going to dry out, to be fair. There's not too many clouds. Just a bit of sign of clear weather there. But we'll see. Maybe it's going to be dry in one part and rainy in the other one. Oh, and there's a McLaren! And he's into the wall, and who is that? I think he's lost a wheel.
Tom Killer. He's still going. He is still going. He's got half a front wing, but he is still going.
So he's still going.
Was that of his own? Did he crash of his own accord there, Mike?
Yep, it is. A lot of them is still getting to turn 3, so people really struggling in that corner.
It's quite interesting having the intermediate conditions though, because of course in time trial you can practice in the dry or in full wet, so you get no intermediate running in time trial. So this could be jumping into the unknown for quite a few of these drivers. But that front wing damage is going to cost Tom Killer a lot of time. He's going to have to pit to change it, because front wing damage makes a massive difference on this year's game. And hello, welcome back Falcon, please don't be a knob again.
Ferrari of Alex Killer right behind the Renault, all the Lions, both very quick drivers who know from Season 2. They've had their moments in Season 2. I believe none of them have had a race win last season, but we are definitely looking at 2 of really quick drivers for F2.
Tom Killer has come into the pits to change his front wing as well.
Yep. Let's see to turn 3 now. Very challenging corner it proves. And very slidey there. Back end likes to step
Elo
out.
running very wide there at the exit of 3.
Askell almost getting caught up on the inside grass there. So very tricky conditions, especially with a pad. Not very easy to control.
Oh, looks like he's gone for the lunge up the inside. That was brave.
But E Lions hangs on to the position already from lap 4, getting some great battles here.
There's a daring little lunge up the inside from Alex Killer there. Must have broke that a little bit later and tried to stick his nose in there.
I hope these guys don't take too many risks on the opening laps, so you can see them battling all race long. But will we see the other Ferrari of Warlock getting involved in the top 2 battlers? Kalek Grace is almost behind the top 3, he's 10 seconds back from the leader, so I think that's a different battle there. As I say that, Mitchell and Kalek getting very close indeed, coming to the 3rd sector now. I think we will be keeping an eye on them as well. But for now, look at that, the Ferrari is getting ever so slightly closer and touching the rear end of that Renault, and they're all over the place, aren't they? Let's see now who's going to make a mistake. I think Alex Killer and especially Warlock are just waiting for a mistake from the Renault. And will that happen? Lions obviously has some experience from last season. But will he use it now for the trial race?
Apologies for disappearing there.
That's fine. Haven't had too much action.
I was still on the screen, so I was still able to scroll through the cameras, I just wasn't talking. Yeah, I can stick... Do you want... Yeah, you want to stick with the back 4, I can do that.
Yeah. There's some tasty battles back there as well.
Well, Kalek seems to have pulled away a little bit of a gap to Mitchell now. Yeah, about 1.4 seconds between them, so the gap, or the battle that was going to go on there seems to have completely died out. Robin seems to be catching him pretty quickly though, as the rain has stopped. It is no longer raining, so it could be dry running quite soon.
Not amount of spray, but there's no rain on this 3rd sector.
There's no rain at all. It's not raining anywhere.
There's a dry line appearing.
Yep, there is a dry line forming. So it's now going to be who's going to take the risk first. We saw some drivers in F3 yesterday try and take some risks for dry tyres. It ended up being at the wrong time for most of them.
Really hard to judge, especially from the Lions. He's going to have to make the first call.
Oh, Alex Killer made a mistake there coming out of coming out the final corner, I think, and Warlock's caught him massively.
Warlock's getting involved in this battle the first. The Lions now slightly pulls away from Alex Killer. And will the 2 Ferraris battle, or will there be team orders? Especially in this part of the race where you don't want E-Lions to pull away. Let's see now, everyone, through turn 3.
Checking if anybody at the back's going to make the race. No, nobody at the back's made the race for dry tyres yet, so it's still intermediates for the time being. I'll keep an eye on lap times to see when the lap times start to drop off.
I don't know one with penalties, but what, some warnings after 6.5 laps.
Okay, the tyres don't seem to be going off too much compared to what they have been. Probably about a second or so over the entire lap slower.
I think with the ride on board, there's some raindrops in the camera, and especially coming into this corner right here, it's still raining quite a lot, so I don't think it's anywhere near slicks yet.
Well, it's not raining, it's just there's still water on track. This section looks pretty dry though.
This right here, yes, but there's still raindrops on the camera, especially coming to the last chicane.
I still wouldn't trust the game's cameras. Real Hello stays out. Alice Killer makes the dive in. Alice Killer taking the risk. Which tyres will he pit for? Looks like he might have got a speeding penalty there. He does. He has a stop-go penalty for his next pit stop. For speeding in the pit lane. Fits the soft tyres. We've also got the Toro Rosso of Calic Wrist following him in as well.
See where Tom Killer plays in all this? Well, he's obviously gonna have to stop again for slicks. So, Alice Killer for softs.
Does have a stop-go penalty though for speeding in the pit lane.
Alice Killer's lost the back end, he's into the gravel. So,
Calic Wrist fits the medium tyres, and we also have the McLaren at the back.
So look at this, it's still raining on this part of the circuit.
McLaren Maledicti is also in as well, so...
It is nowhere near dry, so...
Yeah, this first section of the track looks very slippy. Alice Killer's struggling a lot on those softs.
Into the runoff area goes Alice Killer. Oh, Calic Wrist, sorry.
Yeah, it's still slightly too early. Give it a couple of laps and it might be time for the dry tyres, but it's a little bit too early for now. Maledictus has spun immediately out the pit lane. Fits the soft tyres and then lights up the rear tyres going out of the pit lane and is in the wall, has no front wing, is now going to nurse it back to pit again.
Oh, we see a safety car from the debris? Probably not.
Driver's got to be careful then of the debris. I don't know where the debris is, it might be off track, so they might be alright. Yeah, it is off track, there it is in the wall.
Yep. To the grass. But Hello is miles ahead of Warlock at pits, so...
Warlock's made the dive for dry tyres as well.
Except Tom Killer, I believe.
Mitchell's now pitted. Robin's staying out.
Tom Killer stays out. So Tom Killer and Hello are staying out. This is how they're gonna make their race or end their race. I already saw many drivers struggling in the tries, and you can see it's still raining on the camera, so I will trust that.
Robin's managed to pit for dries and come out in front of Robin, who is still on the intermediates. Interesting that, because Robin's also stayed out on intermediates.
Oh, I should have 3 guys on inter and for the 6 slicks. This could be interesting. Warlock's trying to keep it on the track.
Try and keep an eye on lap times between the intermediates and the dry tyre runners.
Well, I think it's quite obvious from now that the slicks are not quite that tight to be on. 37.8. It's about 1.5 seconds slower than the inters.
Yeah, at the moment, yeah, they're about a second slower.
Yeah, in each sector, and that's just for this lap. So
the track doesn't even look like it's that wet. It looks almost bone dry now as well. Yet the tyres still not getting the grip in them. Interesting to see whether Robin decides to pit. Is Elo pitted? Has he? Yeah, Elo's pitted and fitted some dry tyres as well. Being held up by the McLaren that was going slowly and didn't disengage his pit limiter.
Elo coming out on mediums, just ahead of
Still, the grip looks difficult on these dry tyres.
Yeah,
it looks very difficult on these dries. Robin has still stayed out on these intermediates. This could put him right back into the race.
Could, yeah, he's into P3 now.
But the grip on the intermediates doesn't look brilliant either.
Well, it is slippery, so... Oh, Robin goes
Massive
into the
lock-up there
grass
from massive lock-up from Robin into turn 4.
Big lock-up. There's a McLaren going through him.
It's Maledictus, who is currently not in the session, so...
He's a yai. So yeah, Robin, it almost looks like he's got wing damage. He's got so much understeer. I think this is the crossover point.
Oh, another massive lock-up. Those front tyres just stopping the moment he hits the brakes.
His tyres are very, very worn. So I think that's the case here.
Feels like probably the drivers are probably now slightly quicker, not by much.
Double lock-up into turn 10. So into the third sector, I believe he's going to pit now. Warlock kind of keeping up with the Lions, who's struggling as well on these tries. So we see.
Oh, the back end kicks out from E-Lions there. Jeez. Did very well to hold it.
Is Robin going to pit? No, he stays out. So
Robin
let's see, the gap was 11.5 seconds. Through the sector 3 now. It's 12.6, so he's lost 1.2 seconds on that last sector.
He lost 2 seconds in the middle sector. It was 9 seconds in the first sector of the last lap. So.
Tom Killer in the pits.
Oh, Real Hello's lost the back end and run very wide out of 3. As has Warlock. Warlock's followed him.
Yep.
Both drivers still trying to plant the foot down out of 3, and they're just getting understeer.
Tom Killer coming out on P5. That list Killer's now done a quickest lap of a 34.9. So I think this is the time where we say the drives are quicker. Or interestingly, Alex Killer's on the hardest tyres. And
was Alex Killer
as you may or may not know, the hardest tyres are the ones to go when it's damp conditions.
I didn't realise Alex Killer had gone for the hard tyres. Yes, he has. The only track where these tyres are going to be used.
I think he's left the session, which leads us down to 7 people. Warlock slowly but surely.
Yeah, Warlock's just both of them setting purple lap times now, so the drives are faster. They're still nowhere near full potential, because those lap times are at least 10 seconds off what you'd expect quick racing laps to be, 134s.
Because the grip's still not perfect yet, nowhere near. People still struggling out there. The Warlock losing the back and again in turn 3.
But we're now at the stage where the track will just continually get drier and drier and drier and faster and faster and faster every single lap. As Alice Killer there is just on a 131.8. Which on the hard tyres is a pretty quick lap. What did you say, Michael?
How many people are watching this stream?
6. Yeah, you were right about the harder tyres being the best ones to go on when the track is drying out. Alice Killer put in a purple lap by 3 seconds on the last lap and is catching quickly to Calac Wrist, very quickly. So that could be on here for P6. .131.5, 130.8 from Warlock there. So yeah, the track is getting faster. Oh, Alice Killer gets a massive snap of oversteer out of 9.
Warlock's now under 2 seconds beyond Elo. So this back is heating up with the Lions going very wide. And now Warlock's right behind him. Is he going to go for a move into turn 4? Up the inside it goes. He has a look. E-Lions again very wide. So Warlock's now under 2/10. The sector 1 split. Zelo is really struggling. We're both on the same compound, medium tyres.
Alice Killer 30.6.
30.6. As you can tell, still nowhere near dry weather, as we had a 19.1, I believe.
Yeah, 19.1 was the pole time.
Yep.
2/10 now, just a quarter of a second between Elo and Warlock.
There could always be more rain at the end of a race, we never know.
Yeah,
so drivers that know.
Yeah, which is kind of annoying. I wish the spectators had more more information to work with.
Yeah, what you can do Code Masters, you know.
They're getting a forum post.
Warlock's dropped off a bit after second on that last sector, but look at his straight line speed. Tamed all that 7/10 he lost.
Did he have DRS advantage? So I believe DRS might be enabled now.
I believe he has, but I was still massively gaining. I'll be going out to the first sector split. He's gained 2/10.
Still half a second off though. I will have a look further back and see whether Alice Killer found his way past Calec Rist. He still hasn't got his way past Calec Rist. As Robin is now down in last position, so I don't know what's happened to him. Whether he's had a problem. He pitted for hard tyres. From Tom Killer. It was a 29.0, yes. On soft tyres.
DRS for Warlock. Up now 6/10. And Warlock's using ABS. Maybe. Surely traction control. See Reload using a wrap. It'll be interesting to see. Yes, he is. Certainly using both. Mitchell, what system is he using?
Appears like he's got no ABS on, but he's definitely got full traction by the looks of it. The track is getting much faster.
3 seconds quicker. Over 3 seconds quicker than the leader. It's very good from the Warlock. And now he's into the lead. So Elo down to second place.
Yeah, Warlock has taken the lead. Elo made a mistake, must have made a mistake out of 3.
Car number 51 into the lead of this race.
Defending F2 champion as well.
Yep. Showing signs he could be the one to beat for this season as well.
Mitchell looks like he's going to be put under pressure by Tom Killer, as Robin's just gone fastest with a 126.7. Robin on hard tyres as well.
20 races this year.
Yeah, it's a long season, 20 races, unlike last season where we had 10.
And consistency still played a big factor in the last season with 10 races. So Warlock wasn't the quickest.
Consistent finishing though.
Parkway he hadn't left. He won the opening race. Big battle with Catgold.
And well, Tom Killer's got 3rd position, but Mitchell just let him through and made it quite easy for him. So I think Mitchell was just playing the patient game then in this race. On different compounds, Tom's on the softs, Mitchell's on the mediums. Might be able to get in towards the end of the race.
As we have a sorry, we have a lap car. It's Maledictus, he's out of the session.
He's going to be a ghost anyway, so there's no issue with him.
Both the leaders. Cap is now 4:10, so I think Milo in this quicker condition is going to start feeling the dirty air, especially in this mid to high speed corner. You can see losing the back end there, struggling to follow another car. Robin 25.0 tracks massively.
Oh, Calec Rist! Calec Rist and Alice Killer. Alice Killer's just pulled off an absolute worldy move running outside of turn 1. That was brilliant. On those hard tyres, managed to find the grip on the outside of turn 1 where the track isn't quite as dry. And just swooped around into 5th position. That was a wonderful overtake.
Nice, so Alice, who is battling for the lead in the early stage, Robin is out.
where he's crashed out, or whether it was of his own accord. Warlock's just done a 24.5. These are the slightly more competitive lap times now. The track seems pretty much as dry as it will get. This early in the race, 124s, 123s are probably about right, maybe 22s.
Mercedes pulled off into the side.
That would have been Robin. Must have lost it coming out of 3, caught the AstroTurf. Tom Killer goes purple with a 123.9.
Very quick lap, over 1.1 seconds quicker than Robin. Later done.
Tom Killer's already pulled away a massive gap to Mitchell. Only overtook him a lap and a half ago, and there's already 5.5 seconds between them. So Tom Killer flying at the moment. Either that or Mitchell sandbagging and maybe trying to take those mediums all the way to the end of the race. It'd be a very brave strategy, but who knows? We don't. That's probably the sound of Michael getting more cereal. How could I tell? Wallop is just putting in 23.5. Eli's looks like he's keeping up with him though.
Not really.
23.7, only lost 0.2 on that last lap, so... Only 0.2 between them. He's still within that DRS range, which is all important at the moment. I think once he gets out of that DRS range, it'll allow Warlock to probably pull away. Tom Killer with a 23.1, so Tom Killer flying in his pursuit to try and get back to the front after a poor start. Elines opens the DRS to stay within touching distance. He lost 0.4 though. He went straight away, he crashed on lap 1. He had an incident with...
Oh yeah, he did, yeah.
Oh! Massive back end loss though for Warlock coming out of turn 11.
Now Elo's going to be right with him, and that's a very crucial mistake to make in the later stages of the lap.
Especially with this DRS straight up coming as well. It doesn't look like Eli's got a good exit out of the chicane though. Don't think he's close enough to him to make a move down the straight. He's still within DRS, but he's nowhere near close enough. A bit of a back end snap there from Elines as well, out of 2.
As a reminder on Elo's steering wheel to pit, so I think we might see the second round of pit stops very soon.
Possibly. Let's see if anybody else has got that warning. Tom Killer's got that warning up as well on his softs. Mitchell is pitting as we say that.
I think what Elo's going to do is maybe try an undercut on Warlock, as we have seen many times in real F1.
No, I think it's the game's still broken and says that everybody needs to pit, by the way. It's on everyone's steering wheel that they need to pit.
Let's check the penalties then. Warlock with a penalty and 2 warnings on 1 lap.
Bloody hell, he didn't have a warning when I checked him last time.
He had one on lap 2.
Oh.
Had a stop and go as well. Elo, 2 warnings, a penalty just now. In this lap. Tom Killer didn't actually realise he's up into P3. Very impressive. He only had 2 warnings as well. They're doing very well with the corner cutting. Same with Alex Killer. Belgian drivers. Same with Calicrest. Mitchell. No penalties either. That's all the drivers we have running. Warlock 22.6. There's a flying wheel.
Is there?
Lovely. There was a flying brake disc. Brake duct.
Oh, a floating brake duct. Okay.
Floaty, yeah.
So it wasn't flying, it probably wasn't moving, it was just hovering.
Well, you never know.
To be fair, you never know with Codemasters.
Yeah. what happened in Austria and Brazil.
Oh yes, of course, when Mally Duck had a wheel detached and was driving around the entire track. With 3 wheels on his car.
In the beta.
Or on the beta when Michael was driving through walls. Yes.
Finished the race 200 yards actually under the road.
that Brazil one was so funny. The fact that you teleported into the pits by going under the floor. 'Cause that's what happened. Was when you went under the floor was you pit stopped. It was so weird. Elo is now out of the OS range of Warlock.
Yeah, well, I'll say that as you say that.
So that's the only thing that was keeping him close to him now gone. So Warlock ideally will want to pull away. Now he's got no DRS to worry about from the drive behind. As Tom Killer's diving into the pits from 3rd for what I would expect to be his final pit stop. Nice game saying he's doing 48 miles an hour instead of 50. GG. Tyres is he fitting? Is it the mediums? It is the medium tyres going onto Tom Killer's car. And he's going to rejoin behind Calic Rist in 5th position. Nice breathing down the mic, Mike. Warlock has pitted from the lead. Warlock Manir pitting from the lead of the race probably for another set of mediums to take him to the end. Softs may not go the 12 laps to the end. He is pitting for softs though. He has got a 5-second stop go as well, I've just remembered. For speeding in.
That.
What?
I thought he said that. He must have got another one.
No, you don't serve it as soon as you get it, you serve it the pit stop after.
Alright. In the beta you could.
Yeah, no, on this game you serve it the pit stop afterwards, because there's not enough time for you to... Technically, if it was real F1, you would have got the penalty after you'd have pitted anyway. So it kind of makes sense.
It's not a drive-through.
What? At least it's not a drive-through, that's true. Drive-throughs are never fun.
It's an interesting combination of helmets for Elo.
Yeah, let's see whether he responds to Warlock's pit stop with a pit stop of his own. I mean, Warlock's got to take those soft tyres he pitted onto 13 laps. Which I'd assume it would be possible. I've not done many 50% races around Spain on this game.
And Elo pits.
He does pit. Assume direct replacement to go onto soft tyres. They're doing the exact same strategy as what Warlock did.
Or not.
We'll see. You'd assume so.
In mediums.
He's picking for mediums. So he's going to try and have the fresher tyres at the end.
But he's going to be ahead of Warlock. Probably.
Oh, it's going to be close.
5 seconds stop and go, he's in front.
After Warlock stop and go, yeah. Yeah, no, he is going to be in front with the stop and go. Warlock on the softer tyres now is going to have to push if he wants to take the lead back. Well, there's something oddly satisfying about Warlock being exactly 20 seconds behind as you cross the line. I don't know why that's so satisfying. So many zeros.
Lol.
I'm weird, I know. Okay, 2.3 is the gap between the two. Tom Killer has gone fastest with a 1:22.462. He's right coming up onto the back of Calic Rist. So this could be a battle in a few laps' time between Tom Killer and Calic Rist again. These two have been on top of each other before in this race, and I don't mean it in that way. .4, so Warlock's closed in 7 tenths in that last sector. Be more than that.
Nice maths.
9 tenths. 9 tenths. I totally have an A star in maths, I promise.
goes wide there, Warlock, touching the grass, but his ABS is helping him, for fuck's sake.
Michael's starting to get so triggered by assist users.
21.8. The fastest back.
Even though he was slower in the final sector. He lost almost 2/10 in the final sector on Elo. Yeah, I suppose it must have been his middle sector was so powerful.
It was his first one.
4/10 in the first sector.
2/10 quicker. It was still about a second the whole time. Or Ashbist's first sector, which was a 21.9.
That was a very quick sector 1. I don't know what wing he was running, but it was a very quick sector 1.
Shame he died in the race.
It didn't last long, did he?
Less
than a second, so Warlock will have DRS coming down the back straight, provided he doesn't make a mistake. If he doesn't make the same mistake he made last lap.
That ref counter is very annoying on the bottom right.
Oh, the fact that you actually have the rev counter, yeah.
Elo, who's in the back in a lot. And now Warlock's right behind him with a
Look at the straight line speed of Warlock, goodness me, look at that! It's caught him so quickly down the straight.
It's no bother for Warlock, he must be running very low wings. And he's leading, coming into turn 1.
Unbelievable straight line speed there from Warlock Miner, who takes the lead of the race again. Nice English, my words failed me, thank you.
Told you I had good straight line speed earlier.
Ridiculously good straight line speed.
Yeah. I'll just be low very slow in a straight line.
Could be a mix of both.
Highway. Maybe.
Well, Tom Killer has overtaken Calic Rist, who has pitted by the looks of where he is on track. I'll check his lap times. No, it doesn't appear as though he has. Oh no, he did last lap, yeah. He's literally just pitted.
Alex Killer is 23 seconds behind Warlock. But it's still going to be a double podium for Ferrari. Nothing changes. Tom Killer is 10 seconds behind Alice. Elo now still within DRS, just about 9/10 of the gap.
Nice lag.
He's not closing at all, he's just about going to hit 300 kilometers.
Well, to be fair, considering in the actual Italian Grand Prix today, early on in the race, the cars were struggling to hit 180 miles an hour down the straight. And that's Monza.
Hamilton hit 326.
Eventually at the end of the race, yeah, but in the first few laps, this high speed trap was 186, I think, on about lap 3 or 4. He didn't, Edward. Edward! You're saying, why did Mike invite me to this pre-season race? He didn't. He invited you to one he was doing just before this.
Yeah.
There you go.
It was about 2 hours before the pre-season.
No, it was about an hour. It was about an hour. So I saw you guys putting in the chat about an hour before this race.
Let's like.
Oh my god, nice, massive lag spike there. Nice internet, Michael.
Jesus Christ, you had 57 subs yesterday. Have 64 now.
Yeah, nice. All the F3 and F2 guys. I'm catching up to you, mate.
No worries, little bollocks. For what?
Why did you just call in that? Are you secretly Richie Davey?
No. Do I sound like him?
No, you don't sound like you're from Birmingham.
I'm not black, but...
Well, Richie Davey isn't black.
He's not black, but...
He's just got a very strong Birmingham accent. He's got the accent I'm supposed to have.
does that have to do with his collar? He's like, I don't know,
Oh.
brown. So.
You've got a response from Edward.
Piss off, Mike, with your third.
Third world country.
Triggered.
Yeah, the battery, because there's nothing else really happening at the moment. No one-trap battles, which is a bit of a shame.
Before explosions.
Alice Killer has just pitted though, so he's dropped to 4th and is only 3 seconds ahead of Calic Wrist.
Love the double mic in your sentence, liquor box. Pissed off Mike with your third world country mic. Okay.
To be fair, you've got third world internet at the moment, Mike.
You forgot to put the other mic.
Fuck off. Oh, Warlock Mina's in the wall! Exit
no.
of turn 3, he's caught the AstroTurf and he's lost his right front on the wall as well, trying to come back on track.
There is an
Warlock
explosion
Mina.
on track and he's out.
Oh, dearie me.
What a shame with 7 laps to go.
I went over to Warlock Mina at the perfect moment there. Just as he's coming through turn 3, hits the AstroTurf and it just causes his car to spin to the wall. And then in his attempts to rejoin the track, he's lost his right front.
7 minutes behind the leader.
Nice lag, but yes, he is. Maledictus isn't in the session, so. But that has pretty much gifted E-Lines the win on a plate there. As he's got a massive 37 seconds to Tom Killer, who's in 2nd place. So he could probably afford to pit for a fresh set of tyres and still remain in front. No, Alice could have pitted a few laps ago.
I wonder what happened there. Turn 3. Many victims in there. Many people dying. Ash best in lap 1. Well, many people struggling in there. Not many people lost their wheels. For Warlock from the lead of the race on lap 27.
Paul Mitchell's just had to pit again as well, by the way, for a set of soft tyres, and he is now a lap down. So clearly not doing good for tyre wear for him. He's already had 2 medium stints and he's now pitted for a set of softs to the end, but he's now a lap behind the leader. Calic Wrist is falling back from Alice Killer, so that was the only real battle we look like we could have got now, and that's not going to happen. Unless penalties happen. I will check the penalties, actually, speaking about that. E-Lines has 2 penalties. Tom Killer 2 warnings. Alice Killer has a penalty and a warning. Calic Wrist has 3 warnings apparently. Must have had contact on lap 1 to give him the warning first time round. Mitchell Gamer the same, 2 warnings, but then has 1 on lap 1, probably for contact. Warlock Mania hasn't had a warning since he got his penalty on lap 12, so he's got just that 1 penalty. Maledictus has, or had, 2 penalties before he perished. So there we go, that's the penalties for the drivers we've got left. We've only got 6, not 6, we've got 5 runners because Warlock's out. Pretty much the same as we had yesterday, about 4 or 5 finishes.
You had 4 or 5 finishes in a social race for A1, didn't you?
I don't know, I didn't finish.
I love your crash.
I know, right. To be fair, the barriers around Singapore are weird. Like, if you clip the barrier with the wheel, you're like gonna ride it and go up, like, hover upwards. It's weird. Something not right with some of the barriers around Singapore. Because I had it happen in qualifying and it happened twice to me in the race. Alice Killer's just gone purple with a 121.1. He's not going to be able to catch up enough to Tom Killer to really cause any problems, as he's 7 seconds behind him. With still 4 laps to go. 5 laps to go.
Oh my god. My
What?
explosion happened. Oh, Mitchell in the grass in the last sector.
Yeah, Mitchell seems to be, he's been having a lot of trouble in this race. Not been good on his tyre wear. And then he's had to pit for, this is his 3rd set of dry tyres. He's now a lap down and has now lost it as well. Maybe trying to go for the purple lap. might have been what he was trying to do, which has caused him to lose it. The gap's now down to 4.8 seconds between Alice Killer and Tom Killer, so there could actually be a battle on here at the end of the race for second place.
What are the penalties looking like? Tom Killer, 0 penalties, 2 warnings, 1 penalty for Alice Killer. So 4 laps to go.
He is catching quick though. Falcon, why did you invite me to a party? I'm going to eat as soon as this race is over anyway.
Dick.
As my food's technically already done, I'm just staying around for this stream.
As Alice got caught up so much, let's see the first sector time.
There's now just 2 seconds between them, 2.5 seconds.
24.3 and Alice with a 23.0. So 1.3 on the first sector alone. I don't see how you can lose so much time. But
Alice Killer is flying at the moment.
On softs, and Tom Killer's on mediums, so...
I still don't see that making 1.4 seconds worth of difference.
Alice Killer currently lapping quicker than Elo, who doesn't need to push to be fair.
No,
but
he can just nurse his car home. He's got a 30-second gap. 42-second gap even. Nice. Alice Killer could have DRS down the back straight there. Nice corner cut. Oh no, he spun!
He's in the wall! Oh no,
As
Alice Killer's
about it,
spun
that's now ruined the battle that the only battle we were probably going to get. And he's still trying to recover his car. Bit too aggressive there coming through the final chicane, and he's just been overtaken as well by Calic Wrist. I don't know whether Alice Killer got any damage for that crash. I don't think Alice Killer got any damage from that incident.
Yeah, he didn't. I was expecting to die, but he didn't lose any M play or something.
No, he's got no front wing damage whatsoever, so he could still be on for a battle for a podium here, despite the mistake.
Simulation damage proving very inconsistent.
Yep, as we saw Warlock tap the wall trying to recover and lost his right front. Alice Killer's just smacked the wall in a spin and not got any damage at all.
Yeah.
Thank you, Codemasters. I love you.
So you can see the grip he's got Alice Killer on these softs versus Calic. See the pounce, I believe Calic Wrist hasn't... Oh, very aggressive red from Calic Wrist.
Yeah, very aggressive defending, just kind of weaved across the track. Alice Killer's been pushed wide onto turn, not into turn 8. Turn 9, whichever corner it is.
Calic Wrist got no penalties, or Alice Killer's got 1. He's going around the outside into the hairpin. In the third sector, there's a bit of contact there.
I think they have made contact there, coming out of turn 10 and 11.
They both went in the grass, but they still carry on. Alice Killer's right ahead of him. If Calic has got a DRS, he may get him back.
But very feisty from both of them to try and get their positions. Alice Killer just determined to make up for the mistake that he made last lap. Trying to break the slipstream, Alice Killer. You can't be moving more than that.
2 times weaving on the straight.
You'd be in trouble for that in the actual season, Alice Killer. We will tell you that now. Because of course I am the head steward and I will be watching these races as I'm fucking streaming the things. Yeah, Calic Wrist unable to get the move done though in DRS down the home straight. So Alice Killer keeps hold of third position and will probably keep it to the end of the race as well.
But remember he's got 1 penalty.
He does have a penalty, so he has got to get a 3-second buffer. But with the pace that Alice Killer's had on these soft tyres, that seems very possible.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on Elo, because Elo is on his final lap of the race now. Pretty much gifted the win after Warlock spun out of turn 3, but very solid drive from him nonetheless. Good qualifying position as well.
And he started P2, got the lead into turn 1, and then he kind of, we saw him running very high wings in the straights, and that gave him the advantage, I guess, of the pace in the rain, where he got the lead and kept it until the first round of pit stops. Then he gained it back, after the stop and go Warlock had and lost it again, only to gain it back again from Warlock because he crashed. So Ferrari is in the wall. Nilo now comes round the front corner to claim his win for the first trial race in F2. So comes across the line and wins in Spain.
Properly soaking at the moment, braking to celebrate with his team. They were waiting for him on the pit wall there.
Long way back, still in sector 2 is Tom Killer. Well, the big question is Alex Killer 3 seconds? Yeah, he is. He's about 5 or 6 seconds out of Calais.
4 seconds. That's not including this most recent sector. So yeah, Alice Killer should have 3rd place nailed down as well.
Tom Killer getting pole, but then getting very unlucky down to P3. And he's going to finish P2 to get 18 points.
Or
unofficial.
18 points. Unofficial 18 points. You can claim a moral 18 points. Alice Killer crosses the line in 3rd, final podium position. Probably could have got 2nd had he not made a mistake in the final sector a few laps ago.
Callagris in 4th, and that's all we have for today.
As Mitchell was a lap down.
Pretty nice race, very nice battle there. Pretty promising for F2. Bit better than F3, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was much better.
Really
The start of F3 was pretty good, but then it really died out towards the end.
Yeah. So now with lovely podiums. Hilo celebrating. He's very happy indeed. Springs champagne.
Whoever's got in the Ferrari, they've kind of got the Max Verstappen-esque looking driver.
Yeah. Waving to the crowd. Yeah, probably banged after the race. Your last classifications. We have Elo winning the race in his Renault. We got 6 seconds worth of penalties. Tom Killer in 2nd, Alex Killer, another Belgian driver, in his Ferrari in 3rd, Callagris in 4th, decent race for him. Mitchell Gamer in 5th, lap down, and Maledictus in 6th, and everyone else DNF'd, including a very memorable DNF of Warlock, which cost him the race probably.
Well, there's no probably about it. It did cost him the race.
Yeah, but he couldn't. Well, it's not certain. Elo could have caught him up.
Very true, but
very unlikely indeed.
On that note,
who knows?
I'm going to wrap the stream up there.
See you on the next trial, which will be next week for F2. So see you guys then.
There will also be an F1 trial on Tuesday, which should be over on ERL commentary. We hope, anyway.
Yeah.